All right, boys and girls, the Mazda Miata finally, after a long time, finally gets some power. But you might be disappointed. Stick to the end of the video because we have a lot to cover with this vehicle. Tokyo Auto Salon is here. There's a lot to cover with this vehicle. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. If you guys are rocking with the content, hit the thumbs up and the subscribe for your boy. Let's keep on rocking. So, Tokyo Auto Salon is here. We've been watching it day by day as it's going, pretty much from a bunch of YouTubers, from Dustin Williams to Top Rank to a bunch of people who have been showing us Tokyo Auto Salon this year. And with Tokyo Auto Salon, you get to see a bunch of companies like Honda, Mazda, Nissan. They foretake these concepts, and we're able to see what the future holds and what we can expect for the near future. Well, Mazda has unveiled the 12R Special Edition, which also gets aero kit and lightweight wheels, including some TE37s, which is nuts. But it gets an upgraded on the horsepower, a mere 16 horsepower. And I got on the old interweb. I talked to a few people here and there, buddies of mine that were in a group chat talking about cars. And they said, well, it's just 60 horsepower. Yeah, but the lightweight, that car is very lightweight. That is a lightweight to power ratio vehicle with in pretty good terms. And 16 horsepower, as engineers from Mazda say, you're going to be able to see the difference. But there's a downside to this vehicle. This vehicle is not going to be available to you or to me or to anyone pretty much watching this video unless you live in Japan. And there's a sort of lottery going on because there's a lot of things coming with this vehicle. But don't let that get you disappointed, because there is another one similar to this one coming out, pretty much the same edition. And we're gonna get into it. We're gonna see what it says. So the 2.0 liter naturally aspirated engine is finally getting more power, and this is the second boost in output for the 4-pot. When the ND generation was launched in 2015, you have to remember it had launched with 155 horsepower. Now the Skyactiv G later on, 3 years later, went all the way up to 190 to 181. And now additional upgrades have allowed Mazda engineers to squeeze out about a grand total of 197. I'm pretty sure if you probably throw it in the dyno, you're probably going to be surprised at what you see. So it is only 16 horsepower, but being a lightweight vehicle, the company is confident that you feel the difference. And it says its full name is by its full name as the Mazda Spirit Racing Roadster 12R. The spicy convertible features changes to the intake, exhaust, cylinder heads, pistons, and camshaft to unlock the extra power. Now it says while a full photo gallery is not available yet, we do know the car will be sold with the aerodynamics body kit and this aero gray paint. The Roadster, in other words, the Miata, gets forged raised T37's lightweight wheels with Yokohama Advance AD09 tires and Brembo front brakes. Other goodies include a Fujitsu exhaust, a rear spoiler, height adjustable Bilstein's dampeners, and Recaro bucket seats with 4-point harness. I kind of said that slow because you are getting a lot of things with this vehicle. You're getting the Brembo brakes, you're getting the T37's 4-point harness, the Fujitsu exhaust, the Advent tires. It is insane. Height adjustable Bilstein dampeners. So Mazda also use Alcantara to wrap the steering wheel, handbrake, and center console, and the gear knob for the 6-speed manual gearbox. The special edition also stands out thanks to the 12R badge at the back and individually numbered plaque on the engine. Now, this is where things get spicy. The production will only be capped at 200, and it will be offered anywhere around 7 million yens, which is, the exchange rate right now is around $44,000. That's actually a good thing. Look, it's not packing a lot of power. We know the Miata doesn't pack a lot of power, but for 44,000, you're getting all those extra goodies. You're getting a limited edition of only 200 units. It's gonna have that output, which is that extra 60 horsepower. So the order books will open in Japan this fall, and if demand should exceed supply, which most likely it probably will be, Mazda will organize a lottery to determine the 200 buyers. If you're lucky enough to be one of those 200 buyers, Mazda is also building a more, if you're not lucky to be able to jump into those as those 200 buyers, Mazda is also building a more produced Spirit Racing Roadster, which shares all the same upgrades. And this is the kicker, minus the horsepower, the exhaust, the Recaro seats, and that's pretty much it. The production car will start in the middle of 2025, and hopefully the enthusiasts are happy with that. But I think it might be just a little bit of the disappointment. This one is only going to be capped at 200 units. Again, demands are going to exceed the supply, so Mazda will run a lottery. And if you don't get lucky A mass-produced one will come to, will come to the game or will come around, but it's not gonna have the same horsepower. You're gonna go back to 181, which is what it was before. Now the price is obviously going to change because this one is at 44,000. You aren't going to get the exhaust, and you're not going to get the Recaro seats, but you are going to get the Brembo brakes. You are going to get. I mean, they didn't mention about the TE37s. Can you imagine a Mazda Miata coming out of the factory with TE37s? That would be super nice. But anyways, hopefully the enthusiast is not too disappointed. You know what? I'm not a huge fan of Mazda. I love the RX-7. I think the RX-7 is great. The Miata is a nice car. If I had money to splurge, I probably would have a Miata and probably be taking it down the track. I kept calling it Miata, and I probably would be taking it down to the track because it is a great lightweight to power ratio vehicle, and I've seen them at the track. I've seen them down here in the Homestead Speedway, and they run really, really well. Plus, we call it the small track monster. But the fact that it's only going to be capped at 200, that's just a little bit of a disappointment. So, as for the mass-produced one, don't expect too much. If you're an enthusiast, for the extra money, you are going to get a lot of stuff. If the TE37s are involved, that might make it a deal. But the 197, it's not coming. Only but those 200 and only in Japan. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys are rocking with the content, hit that thumbs up and the subscribe. Your boy is out of here.